welcome back to the channel. At first glance, this tiny house looks like something out of a fairy tale, but the real magic lies in the story behind it. She didn't just build a house, she built a feeling, a dream, and eventually a deep love for a slower, more intentional way of living. In today's video, we're taking you on a journey through an adorable cottagecore tiny house that started as a project and became a heartfelt home. Stay with us, because every corner holds a surprise. This tiny house was inspired by a longing for simplicity, nature, and warmth, everything cottagecore represents. Tired of fast-paced living and oversized spaces, she imagined a home that felt cozy, nostalgic, and deeply personal. The goal wasn't just downsizing, it was romanticizing everyday life. From the very first sketch, this tiny house was designed to feel like a storybook retreat rather than a modern box on wheels. The exterior immediately steals your heart. Soft pastel siding, delicate trim details, and a steep gabled roof give this tiny house a true cottage silhouette. Window boxes overflowing with flowers and climbing greenery soften the structure and help it blend seamlessly into nature. It doesn't shout for attention, it gently invites you closer, making you feel like you've discovered a hidden countryside escape. Every exterior detail was chosen with intention. Hand-painted accents, vintage-style lanterns, and a charming wooden front door create a welcoming presence. Even the hardware feels curated, not copied. This is where craftsmanship meets whimsy, proving that tiny houses don't have to look generic. Before stepping inside, you already sense this home has a soul, and that's a powerful hook. The moment the door opens, you're wrapped in warmth. The entryway is small but thoughtfully styled, with soft lighting, floral wallpaper, and a narrow bench for slipping off shoes. It feels more like entering a cozy cottage than a tiny house. This first interior moment sets the tone, instantly making visitors forget the square footage and focus on the feeling instead. The living space is a masterclass in cottagecore coziness. Plush cushions, layered textiles, and warm neutral tones create a space that begs you to curl up with a book. Open shelving displays vintage finds, handmade ceramics, and dried flowers, adding personality without clutter. Every item feels loved, not staged, and that authenticity is what makes this space so captivating. Large windows flood the living area with natural light, making the tiny house feel airy and open. Soft curtains filter the sunlight, creating a dreamy glow throughout the day. The connection to the outdoors is intentional, whether it's morning light or golden hour, this house changes mood beautifully. It's a reminder that smart design can make even the smallest spaces feel expansive. The kitchen may be compact, but it's incredibly efficient and charming. Open wooden shelves replace bulky cabinets, showcasing everyday dishes like decor. A farmhouse sink, butcher block countertops, and vintage-inspired fixtures bring old-world charm while remaining highly functional. Cooking here doesn't feel like a chore, it feels like a comforting ritual, and that's where she truly began falling in love. What makes this kitchen special isn't just the layout, it's the details. Hand-thrown mugs, dried herbs hanging by the window, and soft floral patterns turn a practical space into an emotional one. This is where mornings begin slowly, tea is brewed thoughtfully, and the house starts to feel less like a build and more like a companion. Climb the ladder, and you'll find a loft bedroom that feels like a nest tucked under the roof. Low ceilings add intimacy, while soft bedding and warm textures make it irresistibly cozy. Small windows frame the sky and trees outside, creating a peaceful place to unwind. It's not just a sleeping area, it's a retreat from the world. storage is cleverly hidden throughout the home, proving that practicality doesn't have to sacrifice style. Built-in drawers, underbench storage, and multifunctional furniture keep clutter out of sight. Everything has a place, which allows the home to stay calm and visually soothing. This balance between beauty and function is what makes the house truly livable. The bathroom continues the cottagecore theme with soft colors, vintage-inspired fixtures, and thoughtful lighting. Despite its size, it feels comfortable and serene. A compact shower, smart storage, and natural textures make it feel like a spa-like escape. This space proves that even the most practical rooms can still feel special in a tiny house. Somewhere along the way, this tiny house stopped being just a project. As the spaces filled with memories, routines, and quiet moments, she realized she had fallen in love, not just with the house, but with the life it allowed her to live. Slower mornings, mindful evenings, and a deeper connection to herself became part of everyday life. Living here changed her rhythm entirely. Less cleaning, less stress, and more time for creativity and rest. The tiny house encourages intentional living. Every object matters, every space is used, and every day feels grounded. This home doesn't just shelter her, it supports the lifestyle she always dreamed of but never thought possible. This tiny house proves that you don't need excess to live beautifully. With thoughtful design, personal touches, and a clear vision, small spaces can feel deeply fulfilling. It inspires anyone who dreams of simplicity, creativity, and a closer connection to nature. This isn't about trends, it's about creating a home that feels like you. In the end, she didn't just build an adorable cottagecore tiny house, she built a life she truly loves. From the charming exterior to the soulful interior, every inch reflects intention and heart. This home reminds us that sometimes, when we build small, we gain something much bigger. And that's the real magic of tiny living.